Hey guys, Zerkaa here, and welcome back to my Willmall Ultimate Team Series. Yes, that's Willmall, not Millwall. Some people still seem to get confused between the actual Millwall Career Mode series and the Willmall Ultimate Team series. It's just two letters switched around, and obviously Willmall aren't a real team and Millwall are. So that clears that bit up straight off the bat. I'll start off this episode by opening up a pack that we got from the pre-order thing. Obviously, if you get a new pack every week, I believe it is. I think it's every Monday, and this was recorded yesterday. And bit of a crappy pack, to be honest. I don't think I've ever got anyone good in a pack on FIFA 13. I'm pretty sure I've done a good 40,000 FIFA points worth of packs on this game, and I haven't even got a single Team of the Week player yet. And some of you may ask, like, why have I spent so much money on FIFA? And I'm actually quite lucky and quite privileged in the fact that I actually have a sponsor that gives me Microsoft points every week to enable me to do pack openings for you guys. And that is the reason why I've opened that many FIFA points worth of packs before you're going like, oh my god, you spent X amount on this game. I haven't actually spent a single penny, to be honest, I don't think. But anyway, we're going to start off and going straight into our first game here against this guy here. The guy labelled his team Cool People. He has Sturridge up front in a 4-2-3-1 formation with Ramirez on the right hand side as a cam, which is strange. Ramirez is a CDM, and most people play him as a CDM, so it's strange to see him as a cam. And he has Vorm in goal, and Vorm is a really good goalkeeper, actually, to be fair. Whenever I come against him, he always seems to provide a bit of a challenge for me to get past. So maybe someone I might have to invest in, like, in the near future, because Szczesny's good, but he does seem to let a lot in. I've never really had a good goal. I've never really found that I've had a goalkeeper that works well, ever, in Ultimate Team. Every other person's goalkeeper seems to be this amazing goalkeeper that saves everything. My goalkeeper's always this goalkeeper that decides to let in everything or make some weird mistakes all the time. I'm sure he hasn't made any mistakes, to be fair. He just let in a lot of easy things. I guess the headers you can't really stop, and I guess that's what it is. I guess I tend to shoot from a lot more harder areas and further out ranges where most people just tend to get in the box and then shoot. So obviously most goalkeepers aren't going to save something from a shot inside the box. Anyway, that guy took the lead in the 40th minute from Willmall header, even though he didn't deserve a goal in the first place. But I managed to equalise there with E018 goal, and then straight after that, Hernandez got put through and then scored to make it 2-1 just before half-time came in. Which I was happy about, obviously, because you want to be like winning at half time, and I don't know if it actually, I don't know. I think it's something that happens in real life. It is a factor. Where I'm not really sure if it's a factor in the game, but regardless, being out in the lead at half time is a good morale boost anyway, both like for me and for my team, I guess. But Tarap then made it 3-1 here in the 58th minute with a nice shot in the top right hand corner, and Tarap is really starting to like him. You guys said that I would love him, and I never really gave him a good enough chance. I always liked Lallana, because Lallana always is in a good position to score. He's always that guy who always got the rebounds. But now Tarap is really starting to prove himself and actually scoring goals for me. And I really enjoy playing with him because he's a 5-star skiller. And I'm pretty decent at doing skills. I know most of the skills, so it's quite good for me to actually play with him. Scored this goal here in the 80th minute with Jarvis. Nice long-range shot. For some reason, like Vorm had an absolute nightmare. He seemed to like run towards to go save it and then just like dive underneath it. He could have just stood there and it could have hit him flat on the face. And obviously that wouldn't be that good for him. But you see, look, he just literally, like, he's there, it's going to hit him in the face, and he goes, oh no! Yeah, in the movement 8th minute here, and we scored again there to make it 5-1. Hernandez picking up a goal. And some of you might be asking, why didn't I bring on Bonfigli in this game? I actually forgot to do so. I probably should have brought him on when I went 3-1 up after Tarap scored that goal. Even at the 4-1, I should have brought him on, but I just completely forgot to bring him on. And I apologise to you guys. I apologise to Big Bon himself. I definitely should have brought him on. Why am I acting like he's a real person? But anyway, I gave away a crappy goal in the 90th minute there, passed it away from my goal kick, and it's a habit I used to have all the time, and for some reason it's starting to come back. It happened in like the last episode, and now it's happened again. I think it's just when I'm winning, I just tend to have this, I don't know, when I'm winning, and I just kind of like start showing off and stuff. I'm a bit of a prick when it comes to FIFA like that. But anyway, you see there, I had 25 shots, 18 on target to his 4 shots on target, so it's a complete domination of a game. So yeah, I definitely deserve the win. And now we're just going to look. I think we're on 16 points. Yeah, we're on 16 points. So we've got 6 more points to get. I don't know how many games we've actually got left. I think we've got 4 games left. I don't know how many games. Do you have 10 games per season? I assume that's how much you do. Yeah, we've got 4 games left. I'm gonna go with that one. We have 4 games left and 6 points to get. So it's 5 points to get even. So 1 more win and 2 draws, or 2 wins is good enough for us. And sorry, I was like a bit gassy from my Dr Pepper there. And we're now moving into our second game of the episode, and we come against this guy who's got a 4-4-2 formation. Again, another BPL team. With Van Persie, Tevez up front, Nani on the left, Ramirez again, Stephen Gerrard, Ben Arthur, and Bia and Kabul at centre-back, who are two very strong centre-backs, especially Kabul. And Bia, again, I think he's pretty fast as a centre-back, and so pretty solid defence. But luckily, he basically gave me a goal in the 80th minute here. He did the same thing that I did in a previous game, and he passed out the ball, and I managed to tackle his guy with Sturridge there and then finish it into the top left-hand corner. Over into the 19th minute, just a minute after that goal was scored, and Sturridge with the ball here turns and finesses that into the top left-hand corner again to make it 2-0. And after that, it's one of the things, once the first goal is scored, the deadlock's open, and the floodgates or the water just comes flooding in after those floodgates are opened, and it just becomes a lot easier to score. You see that I was like completely dominating this guy in the first like 20 minutes. It probably could have been like 5-0 at this point anyway. He gave away a penalty there. It's a bit of a. It looked like it could have been a free kick, to be honest, more than a penalty. But obviously, I'm not going to complain with that one. And I think I let Tarak take that, and I took it straight down the middle and up. I do tend to like that penalty where. So you don't just go down the middle. You go. You just like when you take the penalty, you put quite a lot of power on it, and then you just tap up quite a bit. And then sometimes the goalie can even be standing in the middle, and if they don't press up, they won't save it because it will go between their head and the crossbar, and they just kind of fall over and go like, oh no, instead of just standing there and saving it. So that could be a good tip for you. I don't really know what you guys do with penalties. What way do you go in when you take penalties? I don't want, maybe some of you guys might want to tell me your secrets in case you ever come against me. But what way do you go? What do you find the most successful way for you to go for penalties is? Do you have some kind of weird superstition that you always go the same way? I remember I used to always go the same way. And then certain people started to learn that, and then I was like, oh, crap. And I used to miss a lot. But this guy actually rage quit here after I made it 4-0 with Jarvis. And that was obviously... I used to complain that people were rage quitting, but now I kind of enjoy it, because then I can get another game, get straight into another game, and it's basically you're getting your 3 points, and it's done. You can see here, I think our record was saying like 39 wins, it might be even 40, 39 wins, 1 draw, 2 or 3 draws and 1 loss. So we're still doing amazing. Don't know how I'm keeping this up, especially when I was someone who doesn't really play Ultimate Team that much either. And I come against this guy who had a 3-4-1-2 formation, Italian team, or like an Italian league team, and he's got Marchetti in goal, who's my absolute worst nightmare, and there's like Inform Hamsik, a couple of other good players, or Robinho. Is that Di Natale out front? I think that's it. I think that's who it is. And you got Boateng in the middle as well, and Mascherano. Why has he got Mascherano? That's not Italian. Why has he got Mascherano in defence? Because he has a Barca. That's not an Italian team. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So Marchetti proved to be an absolute nightmare, as I said he was. In the first like 20 minutes, I gave him a decent amount of shots, and he just didn't seem. He just proved to be my match and saved everything I had to throw at him. It's one of the things where you're sitting there like, how the hell am I going to get this ball past him? Because everything like there, I thought I could go past him, but the defender saved it. Judson down the left-hand side here, cuts in, gets fouled, and I pass it to Rapp, and Rapp then shoots, and again that is saved. Pretty poor shot, to be honest. I wouldn't really expect that to go in, but sometimes they do. Those shots from the edge of the area do tend to go in quite a lot in this game. Soldier ball here, shooting again, and Marchetti meeting it and saving that for a corner again. Moving to the 40th minute now, and Sturridge with the ball in the middle. See Ramirez breaking up on the right-hand side. He plays a lob through ball over the top to him. Ramirez then gets that, and I was going to shoot near post there for no reason, but I thought I'd cut in, do a little skill, and I scored that there to make it 1-0. Broke the deadlock, and finally got past Marchetti. And it was about time as well, because I had a lot of chances before that, and I was just like, I was getting a bit frustrated. And when I get frustrated, I don't tend to play the best of my abilities on FIFA, to be honest. Usually when I'm like doing bad, Toby being a skunk with me and be like, just chill, relax and play slowly, and then suddenly I'll start playing well. I make it 2-0 here in the 80th minute, and there wasn't really many chances in the second half at all. That's why I've only showed that. There literally wasn't really anything to show whatsoever. Sometimes you get that. You have like the first half be action-packed, full of like goals and shots, and then the second half is just dead. And it happens in career mode, it happens in Ultimate Team. I don't know if there's some kind of factor in the game that has that, but it is strange that it does happen all the time. So we beat this guy 2-0. I think I was called Soggy Biscuit as well. And see Ramirez picking up the man of the match in that game. And again, I didn't bring on Bonfiga because it was only 2-0, so it wasn't that comfortable with all being to bring him on. Although I don't know really why I say that, because to be honest, it's not like Bonfiga's bad. And the idea of Big Bon was the fact that he was amazing for us. He's always been amazing for us. And if I bring him on, it's like I'm actually going to suddenly lose the game, is it? I don't know why I'm like, I have to be winning. So maybe I'll just start playing him instead, and just we can make the series revolve around Big Bon opposed to all the other players. But yeah, see our record here is now 40 wins, 3 draws and 1 loss. We have 28,000 coins. Now I know you guys are going to want to want me to go out and buy some players. Obviously, I've got 28,000 coins. So what player or players do you suggest that I go out and buy in the BPL? Any players that you think I can add to my team, maybe I can experiment with, try out, or maybe some players that you know that are good in the BPL that other people may not know, or even just a player that's obviously overrated but everyone loves. Maybe any player you can suggest I should buy out in the BPL, then please leave a comment with that. And I shall see you guys in the next episode. And that's it. Yeah. Goodbye.